Alright, so these are just like mostly greetings and just a few other useful words. So, this will be interactive, basically. So, if I go like this, that means I want you guys to say it. And not only do I want that to happen, but it's going to happen. So, yeah.
He knows martial arts.
Exactly.
Okay. So here we go. First words, super difficult, okay? So, hi is yes and iie is no. So, hi.
Hi.
Okay, that's yes. Also, you can say yes as a. Okay, that's not that hard, right? Okay, and then iie. Make sure you hold up the e at the beginning. So iie. Okay. Cool. Someone is enthusiastic. I think it was you. Okay, so the greetings in Japan. So the greetings in Japan, like, here we might say good morning and stuff, but like usually we just say hi. But in Japan, it's like, no, you say good morning if it's before noon. If it's afternoon, like, you say good day, and if it's in the evening, you say good evening. Like, you just do, and it's weird if you don't. So, like, you actually have to learn like all the different kinds of greetings. So this one is Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Yeah, you don't pronounce the U at the end, so it's
sorry.
just mas. Sometimes they do in like, if you're being dramatic, so they'll be like, Ohayo gozaimasu. But like, yeah, no, it's fine. And so that's good morning, and people always say it too, like, if you go into stores and stuff like that, because people are way friendlier there than they are here. So, it's cool. Now, you probably all know this one, it's konnichiwa, which is good afternoon. So you would not use that in the morning, just like in the afternoon. It's actually not that convenient. It's only about from like noon to like 4-ish, so like maybe 5. So like Ohayo gozaimasu is better. And then the other one would be konbanwa, which is good evening. So konbanwa. Okay, so that's good evening. Use that if it's like dark outside. Basically at nighttime too, because the next one is literally good night, as in you're leaving somebody to like go home or something, or like you're going to bed. So that's oyasumi nasai. So that's good night. All these are the polite forms. You can like shorten them. So like Ohayo is like good morning to like your friend over there. But like you usually don't say that to actually you would never say that to a stranger. It'd be like saying, like, I don't even know. We're so rude over here. It doesn't. Like I would say yo to a stranger, like, but over there you don't. Like, yeah.
It just doesn't translate because English everyone's informal and.
Yeah, you're just like, so.
Yeah.
Like to a stranger.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see what we have next. Okay, so these are a little different. They're really specific. So the first one up there is itekimasu. So that is used if you're leaving somewhere. It's like literally saying, I'm gonna go and come back. Like, that's what it is, but this is one of the words that's like, might be weirdly translated. It might be just translated as like bye, but that's not what it is. It's like, I'm leaving the house. And then the other person pretty much has to say in response, itterashai. So that's like, okay, go and come back. And you'd use that like mostly at home, but you might do it like if you're at like your friend's house at a party or something, to just like letting the person know that you're leaving. It's a little bit more specific if you're like with a teacher. So in the Japanese classroom, basically the students usually leave before the teacher does, like we do here. But it's considered kind of rude to leave before they do. So like, before you leave, you're expected to like face in the teacher's direction, even if they're like busy doing whatever, and like bow to them and say shitsurei shimasu, which is like excuse me. And it can also be used for like, oh, you're interrupting, like you're knocking on their office door. You'd say shitsurei shimasu, like excuse me, pardon me for intruding on you. So it's like super polite. kind of like apologetic, but it's also saying like, pardon my rudeness, basically. Because again, like they're really focused on being polite all the time. And since we went over like I'm going, this is like I'm coming back. So tadaima is like I'm home or I'm back. Either one. It depends if you're at your house or not. And then just like for the itekimasu, there's a response to it, which is okaeri nasai.
Okaeri nasai.
So that would be like welcome back, welcome home. Like I'm acknowledging that you said something to me. And then this one, I think everyone's probably heard it before at least, which is thank you, and it's arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, okay. Switches.
So that's just thank you, and again, you should just say thank you all the time for whatever people do. Because if you go there or whatever, they will be super nice to you and do ridiculous things for you. So you should be saying that a lot.
I can get this in my head now. I'm picturing every anime I've ever seen with maids or maid cafes, super exaggerated.
That's totally how it is.
That's exactly what you
If you want to be like super duper polite, you say domo in front of it, which is like thank you super very much. Like thank you very much. Also, a slight distinction. Not expecting anyone to remember this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So like arigatou gozaimasu is focusing on the current tense. Like I'm really thankful right now. If you want to thank someone for what they did like yesterday or like a couple hours ago for you, like the thankful period is like in the past, but you still want to like say your praise for them, you'd say arigatou gozaimashita with shita at the end instead of mas. Okay, now these are probably the most important words. There's 2 of them, and they're so useful. I can't stress it enough. So the first one is sumimasen, which is used for a variety of things. It can mean excuse me, like pardon me. If you're raising your hand in class, like pardon me, sumimasen. Like if you want to ask to go to the bathroom. If you bump into somebody, it can be used as, oh, I'm sorry. Basically, you just say it whenever you think you did something wrong, or like you actually did something wrong. Or if you just want to make sure you didn't do anything wrong, you just say sumimasen. And like being in a different culture, that's really useful, just so you don't look like an asshole, because a lot of people do when they're over there. So, yeah. Other important word, which it might be the most important, means I don't understand or I don't know. So even if like you're saying some things to the other person, but you want to convey the fact that you don't know what they're talking about, you'd say wakarimasen. So
Wakarimasen.
So if you want to be polite, you'd say sumimasen, wakarimasen. Like I'm so sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. So, all right. So I think that's enough of that for right now. So hopefully you're all fluent right now.